but they're prioritizing supply bins and using them to their advantage. Meanwhile, Alliance rotates here, decides to fight against E36. One of them goes down already. E36 below them. Moist right in front of them. This is a tough fight for Alliance.
Oh, with Yuki down though, they're going to play off of the side of the knockdown, see if they can get that res. You see, Mande is going to be able to try to take some of those hits, try to actually allow them to just get that res, and it looks like they are going to be able to pull it off with the grenade. Huge here as they not only put Mande incredibly low, Hockey's too, and then re-knock Yuki.
Yeah, they have a minute and 18 seconds though. Crypto Drone's going to fly through and try and continue to damage them or get some intel from Moist. Everybody else in the lobby until then. And there's another knock's gonna come through. E36 out. Alliance only have this fence to work with, and they're gonna get beamed with nades. The missile swarm gonna connect as well. And oh my goodness, the damage! Ticks and Tox!
Oh, welcome to the whole circus. Juggling these arcs are taking care of what was left of Alliance. It's actually Mande is still alive, playing off the fence line. The reception can actually help them out if he can manage to pull this res.
He's gonna get the res off. I don't think he has a gold knockdown shield. No, he does not. So they have to heal, and they have to heal fast. Alliance, that was brilliant. They pushed early enough to eat the grenades and get heals, but Moist is gonna fry them, Biggie. They're done for.
Oh my, but okay, they still got the tick. I was gonna say the Gen could have eaten up those missile swarm right now. Still playing off the edge of the fence line, but they're gonna be forced to drop down before they can recuperate. Alliance in trouble. Moist now looking to clean up the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, Alliances are gonna use that lift from Horizon. Norception gonna get some damage on MT. It's a 2v2 for the bread. Moist drops. Waltzy's alive. Trying to go around the wide left is all up to Waltzy in a 1v1, but Norception does it instead.
And that's exactly what you need to do. And you talked about Moist Esports making it the...
Inevitably, we're going to end up with a fight here, and Alliance have already been able to get a kill here. So this is far better for them. Being able to pick one of these players off means now they can play the game how they want to. They can dictate the pace of this fight. They can push the initiative.
Moving towards staging, which is interesting. Maybe an end towards there.
Here comes Alliance then. They are going to make the push. They are going to make their way up. They don't want to wait any longer. They waited for the death box to be out, and they get involved in the fight. And it should be simple from here. There's a lot of damage. Hackers will get the second knock.
Hackers gets the second one. One player left alive then on this high ground. Alliance looking to answer back, and Yuki looking to join the fight as well. The finish is going to come in as well, and let me tell you, that's BM, brother. He's not just looking for that armor swap. He wants to let them know that this is still Alliance's playground.
They're still alive though, and is managing to get a shield swap, but it looks like it's going to be the end because there are no bullets. You've just got fists left, as it is going to be tied up. Alliance, they will win Thermal Station.
I respect it, but of course we're going to see it. Alliance versus Flora, part 3. Who's your money on?
I think Alliance, as long as they can get the same early frag, then they should be able to win this one. They're dropping low, and they are making sure they get these bins ASAP.
Here comes the fight then. Hackers, good shots with the wingman, but not getting the knock. It's very, very uncomfortable. And I mean, Micah goes down here. Flora find themselves in 2. Flora find themselves in a horrible spot, and all of a sudden Alliance, even though they lost that first contest, is looking like once again, Thermal Station will belong to Alliance.
It wouldn't have felt right if Alliance had lost this, but hold on. Suddenly it's not all over yet. There's still a chance for Flora.
Let me rephrase what I just said. Didn't realize there was a Sentinel in play, and 126 is always going to do the business. He's going to go for the res here.
It's a res versus res.
The team's up to 2v2 then. And I tell you what, as crazy as it sounds, how a fight can change with one shot from that Sentinel. And I love this from you. He's repositioning now with that Sentinel. Found a little bit more ammo to play with as well. And now Alliance have got everybody up. But look at that Thermite! It's absolutely burning away those players on the outside.
Yeah, Alliance had the advantage. They could res inside. They could utilize the doorways to make sure they stayed alive. Now they have a huge advantage here. It's a 3 versus 2 again, and they've reset. They've got shields. Surely they can't throw this one away.
I would say normally yes, but
what, the
Sentinel is a problem. And it is still hitting some big shots. Mike's going to get some ammo to play with at least. But this Sentinel really is the game changer here. One shot from this weapon, a headshot, and it completely changes. But are Alliance going to try and take that high ground here with the lift? It looks like they have. So Alliance now thinking one step ahead once more. How do we deal with the team who's taking space? We take the high from them.
I think it's also because they've seen the circle. They've seen where it's kind of heading, and it is coming down southwest. Teams will be starting to go towards gunshot and trying to get into these positions down at the southern side of the map, over towards Tree, over towards Thermal. So Alliance, they need to finish this fight quick.
Oh, Mande tries to say peekaboo. Hackers is going to have that wingman to do the damage though, just to make this a little bit better for them. And Alliance, it's a 2-1 victory. And I can say it once again, Thermal Station belongs to Alliance.
Everyone works so hard, and here's Alliance and Flora finally re-engaging. Then it looks like this fight is going to eventually happen here.
Mike is going to go down here. A little bit of hit fight from the Hemlock's going to be good enough to do damage, but it looks like Alliance maybe have the advantage here, but now Hackis goes down. Mande goes down as well. It's all up to you, Yuki. He has been so clutch for Alliance in so many moments. Oh, it's clutch again! Yuki loves to win those kind of fights.
And the care package still alive. No one's even paid attention to him.
Artini says, pay no attention, mind your business. Just here, living my life, managing to reset with the medkit. You know that Hockey's hurt, that Hockey's trying to take some shots, but if Hockey shoots at Artini, he puts himself in the line of sight of Satuki, who also wants a piece of the pie on that last member of Singularity. Northeption, full squad up alive versus... they finally take him out, versus Alliance, the other three-man squad currently. Unfortunately for Space Station, they couldn't get around the rock. They were still alive, but you guys did not just miss it. They were unfortunately unable to get into that next circle. So the last two squads are left. Northeption versus Alliance.
Northeption needs this 54 points, tying TSM. The lead will be decided here. They need to win this fight against Alliance to take the series. And there you go. Mande hits the grab lift, looking for an LOS onto Northeption. Well, Crazy says, I can do it too, and goes up. But Taida has fallen. Satuki taking some damage. The Seer exhibit out.
That was huge! What a gravity lift to get behind him on the flank, gets the hitfire shot, and he beats the next player! Two as they drop, Northeption looking to make the comeback, looking to take another step out here, and they come out, being the winners of game number 6.
Mande made it, Hockey's made it interesting by breaking ice with the first kill, but Razy ended up clutching up. The Controller Boys, Japanese squad, Northeption, with a 19-point game. They showed up when it mattered the most. Was it enough, though, is the question for a first place finish. You also have to give a huge honorable mention to Alliance and Singularity, down in the standings overall, but a decent game here, a solid game in game number 6. So
a lot going on, so let's jump in to a quick listen in with Alliance and see what they're thinking.
Yeah. Take whatever. Yeah.
They're fighting on the building.
You got him, good. Phoenix here too, I'm taking out.
Can we free P and take this building, or is it about
No, we're valcotting.
Okay.
Tree is good here, if they're not there. Are they valcotting, by the way, on the left?
I don't know. No.
There's nobody left, right? There's nobody left. I'm scared.
No,
take tree. Take tree.
Yeah.
Go tree.
They just
we can play everything.
They just valcoted out.
You take base here.
Yeah.
Don't let them down on us, by the way. That's good. That's 3P building now. Look for angles. They love the roof.
No one side. No one side.
Yeah. Kill roof. Yeah, I'm nading roof. Nading roof
as well. I have one.
Queue up and look for it. Huge nade. We're looking over you, Mande. Careful, we're looking over you, Mande.
Yeah, Mande, careful. He's one shot.
I'm being shot down.
He's one shot.
Batting, all
I
you.
got a kill.
Nice. Duo, by the way.
Get in. Come to me.
It's a duo. I'm getting fucked.
I'm with Yuki.
I need help probably.
Can you cross? I can cover you.
Yeah, I'm trying to cross right now.
Yeah, you should be good. Come.
Can we kill the duo side?
Yeah,
we got to scan. I have two nades. I'm thermite nades. Kill
Look.
A perfect representation of organized chaos as more aggression comes out of Alliance. They take out a Send after some fantastic nades.
I mean, look, that's going to be really tough. Sens was only able to pick up one elimination throughout this game, and Alliance looking so and dominating, currently sitting with 10 points on the game. Now they just got to focus on getting up that hill safely. They do have an enemy team in their LOS. They're throwing out that focus of attention from the Seer to try and get information on the team in the building.
Dealing a little bit of damage, somehow Alliance is able to survive because now you've got GO focusing a little bit on OXG, and there's just so much chaos going on that OXG could not finish off the Alliance squad.
Gonbray electing to utilize a Newcastle, which I haven't seen in the competitive in quite...
From that Newcastle is going to be very useful for GO right now as Alliance tries their best to do any sort of damage here. The grab lift helping with a little bit of a verticality change, but Alliance is starting to get knocked. They have to make the push. Mande goes down. GO is all but taking this game home. There's just one player standing between them.
The last teams that were alive, Gonbray, Utsan and Oxygen were down the bottom, so they kind of got to walk that in, take up early positions, but Alliance had to fight their way there, and that's something that they have struggled to do thus far. I mean, not least of which because Flora have been making it hard for them from the drop.
Hello everybody and welcome for the very first time for some sideline reporting with none other than Hockey. So you hear the crowd react to a quick mid-match check-in with none other than the GOAT IGL of EU himself in Hockey's. Look, you guys clearly didn't have the start that you wanted. You know exactly where I'm going to start. What went wrong in those first 2 series, and what's changing now that you guys almost feel a little desperate you're performing when it matters? Walk me through your journey so far.
We're kind of just warming up right now, you know, we're getting used to it. We're pulling in Mande, he's our sub, you know, so we gotta get him used to the LAN. I feel like we're playing great. It's, our macro is perfect, our comps are great. It's just like, we're just at like the one small little decision at the end and we're like winning games. So we're this close.
I love it, I love it. Hey, you're keeping the confidence regardless, that's great to hear. Obviously the contest with Flora has not helped. Talk about that contest and how are you guys gonna approach World's Edge in a couple games?
We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
You always do that to me, man. You're always trying to keep things secret.
I mean,
we got something special coming up.
Yeah, we got something special coming.
All right, I understand. I respect the fact that you're going to keep it under wraps. Great game 1. You guys came in, obviously, with some urgency. You need a big performance here to make it into the top 20, and you started strong. What went right on Stormpoint?
On Stormpoint, we just get to play our game. It's like being uncontested, getting our POI. We can play our game. Our macro is perfect, so, you know, we just follow the game plan, and then we can perform. It's
amazing. Last question I have to ask you. Mande, talk about him as an individual. You obviously hear the crowd react every time we say his name. Any Mande fans out there? The fact that he can come in and perform with 1-2 days notice. Talk about Mande and the impact he has in him as a player.
I mean, Mande is just insane. He comes in, he's going from being an anchor on his old team to being a Horizon fragger.
And he's a ham, clearly.
Yeah. So now, him being able to adapt to a fragger role from being an anchor is just testament to how good of a player he is.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I don't want to keep you too much. I want to make sure you can get right back to gameplay. Thanks so much for taking the time. Big shout out once again. Make some noise for Alliance Hockey's. We got the one and only. We got Mande. Back to you at the desk, Rainay.
Fnatic also goes down with a little bit of help from NRG on the other side of things. Somewhere across the map, Sens goes down. Now we're checking in with Alliance, who's taking on Kick.
I mean, Ascend was the one that took out Oxygen before being third party, so they found some KP before going down, but Attackis, who's trying to get swung on, but Saleezy just wingmans, and that's a little bit of wing dude action. Now Mande and Yuki forced to pick up the slack. Now that hipfire frying, Yuki doing Yuki things, and Mande upgrading from the Mozambique to the Peacekeeper, and just like that, Kick is eliminated. Passion also falling off stream.
That was a big win for Alliance, not only clearing out that space, but getting that loot, keeping themselves alive in this match and continuing to get those ever important points, whether it's the KP or whether it is the placement. That was huge for Alliance, and they've got some space.
Here, right above them, they have to think about the team that is holding the high ground, that knows that energy is stuck down here after they got a knock.
That team is Alliance's Hockey's. Guess what? FNC Fnatic gonna enter the fight. I think Hockey's is right above them, playing so free and flexible. The team that he just crabered is Alliance. Can they get the res? Oh my god, the Skynades from Sweet. And they're gonna go for the res.
Oh, he has availability, almost getting that little heady right there. He manages to get the suppressed fire on that Seer. That's taking a nice off angle. Sweet falls incredibly low. He gets knocked. It's only up to Nathan.
Great plays from Hockey's and Alliance. They're gonna shut down NRG. All up to Nathan, last alive here. Would love to flip over as Nathan. The 1B. He's gonna be taken out. Alliance capitalizes, they'll get the res as well. Fnatic is above them and not doing anything about this. They're just letting Alliance get all these kills because they're under so much duress from TSM. Look at that building. Vicky, it is insanity right now.
Let's not forget that TSM has been there while everybody was in Harvester. They called this. They've been waiting in this choke point like 3 circles ago. There's 4 other teams that are trying to take this space. Fnatic saw Hockey's in their point of view and they couldn't do anything about it because like you said, they've been pressured this entire time behind the rock.
Playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers and hopscotch. Here's Matsutasu. He's gonna get knocked here. Beltstera the last alive for Fnatic. Not looking good for them. They're getting focused by the entire lobby. You are the chosen one, and not in the good way. Goodbye to Meltstera as he's gonna get beamed, but no, he'll have the knockdown shield. Alliance gonna come through and clean up.
See Yuki now trying to finish up everything that they've already started out here, but look to your 6 real quick. You got another squad right behind you right now. Alliance clear up shop. Onyx get eliminated.
Alliance is the kill leader with 9. They're not done yet. TSM Fnatic, or sorry, FC in a fight. That's a 3v3, and Alliance can come in and clean up. Can TSM get the shield swaps? No, Reps did not get it. Finally does. It's a 3v3 between Alliance and TSM.
Carly TSM, Verholst needs to get the reset though. They're at a health disadvantage. Verholst falls on his rush. Here comes Hal coming through.
Imperial Hal melts. He's in a 1v2. What can he do? It's a 1v1! It's a 1v1!
Oh, what is he gonna do? He needs to finish up. He wants to get the KP. He wants to get the shields up real quick. He gets the shields up, and the 1v1, he takes a little bit of damage. He's playing off the fence line. He's got that natural cover, and he's looking to engage.
Hal versus Yuki. It all comes down to this. For 3 KP and 3 more placement points. It's the CEO versus the model. Yuki's an absolute monster, but Hal's better. He's gonna fry, doesn't take any damage. Hal is perfect, but Yuki turns it around.
No
Can
way.
Hal finish the shots? No. Yuki playing the knockdown, and Hal's gonna melt him again.
Oh, he's playing him. He punches him away. He gets the extra space. He punches him again. Duke it out. You just need the fist.
He's playing with his food, Vicky. He's playing with his food.
He's won.
But he's 1 HP. No! He's out of ammo. Was he out of ammo? Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Yuki clutches up against Hal in a 1v1. How did he do that? What did we just see?
I'm speechless.
Respect it. Wow.
Not only that, he only had the one weapon as well, by the way. So they were both down to their last skerricks of utility.
I'll tell you what, though, looking at this, I don't see a moment where Yuki feels out of control. He feels like he is just waiting, and this is where maybe things start to catch him off guard a little bit. He loses his health, and he goes, oh no, but then that's where the punch maybe starts to look. He's only got 5 bullets himself. He only had 6 bullets. He uses the Valkyrie missile swarm there, and I cannot believe it. Is this the difference? 6 bullets.
I gotta give respect to Hal as well. Hal went out swinging in that fight, but we almost had like a punch up at the wedding, right? In that end game. That was ridiculous.
He was 1 melee off. He was 1 melee off from going down.
Oh my God. I don't think it could have been closer. No ammo, basically both of them. 1 hit each. That might be the closest and the hypest 1v1 we have ever seen on a LAN stage in the ALGS.